Tracked inventory can be used for any products you need to keep track of in Xero. It's an enhanced inventory functionality that provides simple, up-to-date inventory management, adjustments, and reporting. This means you can track the quantity and value of products you buy and sell. Let's start by better understanding what tracked inventory is. In Xero, there are two types of inventory items: tracked and untracked. Untracked inventory items are used for anything you don't need to count. If you have already been using Xero, you may know these as inventory items. Xero has updated the terminology to make it easier to differentiate between the two types. Tracked inventory is a new feature in Xero. You'll want to use tracked inventory for any products you are buying from a supplier and reselling to your customers at a later date. Using tracked inventory items is perfect for small businesses. Now you've got a better idea of what tracked inventory is, let's consider whether it's a good fit for your business. Tracked inventory is for organizations that want to record and control their stock. Let's take a moment and consider your business's inventory needs. Do you hold on to items you buy before selling them to your customers? Do you want to keep track of how many items you have available to sell? Do you want to know the total value of your items? If this describes your business, then Xero's tracked inventory is probably right for you. However, there may be times when tracked inventory is not right for your business. Do you only buy things you're going to on-sell immediately? Do you hold inventory in different locations and want access to quantity levels as well as the value per location? Do you buy things that you assemble into a product that you sell? If this sounds like your business, Xero's inventory may not be a good fit for your business at this time. But don't worry, for more complex inventory needs, Xero still has you covered. Take a look at one of our inventory management add-on partners available in the marketplace. If you've decided tracked inventory items are a good fit for your business, you'll need to set the items up and enter the opening balances and quantity. First, let's navigate to the inventory page. You'll notice that inventory has moved out of settings and into the accounts tab. If you have a number of inventory items, you can enter them one at a time. To create a new tracked inventory item, click on the New Item button. In the item code, enter a unique code for the product or service. The item code is an internal reference code using letters and numbers. In the item field, enter a name for the item. The item name is an internal name for your item. Select the I track this item checkbox in order to track it. Choose the inventory asset account you want to use for this item. You may or may not already have an inventory asset account. If you don't, you can easily add one here. Just click the Add Account button. Choosing the correct inventory asset account here is important. This records the quantity on hand to the correct account. Enter your item details, unit price, account, tax rate and description. All of these details will appear when you add this item on a transaction. Click Save if you are finished, or to add another inventory item, click the arrow on the Save button and select Save and Add Another. It's easy to add tracked inventory items, but what if you have untracked inventory items that you'd now like to track? If you've been using untracked inventory items in Xero, you can easily convert them. You will recognize the untracked inventory items in your list because they don't have a quantity. Click on the item you wish to convert, select Edit, and check the I track this item box. Update the item details and click Save. Now you've converted an untracked item to a tracked item, it's important to note that once an untracked item is converted to tracked, it cannot be converted back. So you've seen how to add and convert items one by one, but what if you have multiple items to enter? If you have many items to set up, you can quickly import them using the template provided in Xero. Click the Import button and select Items. From here, you can follow the instructions in Xero. Download your items template file, Copy your items into the template. Be sure not to move or delete any of the columns. Since the items you are importing are going to be tracked, you'll need to complete the fields Inventory Asset Account and Cost of Goods Sold account. Any items imported without these accounts will be imported as untracked items. All you then need to do is import the updated template file, and you're done. It's that easy to add multiple tracked items all at once. Now that you've entered the items you sell, let's consider the opening balances. If you already have stock for any of the items you've just entered, you'll need to record this by using the opening balances. It's really easy to do, just import them in a spreadsheet. To do this, click on the Import button, just as we did earlier, but use the opening balances this time. Select the date for the balances. This is usually the date you did your last stock take. We do recommend to do a stock take just before you enter these because when you start tracking, you can't backdate. Now let's select the account that holds the value for your inventory. You can choose a single account, multiple, or you can even select I'm not sure, which will post these transactions to the historical adjustments account. This allows you to deal with it a little bit later. Next, download the template. Fill in the unpopulated columns and save the file to your computer. Browse to find the updated template file, select the save file, and now click Continue. After your import is complete, you'll see a summary of account balances. You'll also notice it now contains a quantity for your tracked items. One last note, you can easily make adjustments. For example, if you have damaged stock that can't be sold, you can account for this with an adjustment. Simply decrease the quantity on hand by using the Adjustments button. Select the item that you need to adjust, click on the Options button and select New Adjustment from the drop-down menu. Choose to decrease, increase, or revalue your item. Enter the required information and click Review Adjustment. Look over the adjustments, and if everything looks okay, click Post Adjustment. You'll notice that the quantity on hand is automatically updated. Now that you've set up your items, you're ready to start using tracked inventory. For answers to additional questions about tracked inventory items or any Xero feature, you can always visit Xero's Help Center, Xero U, and Xero TV for 24/7 advice and support.